Hello my friends, in this video I'll be showing you the best mods in Baldur's Gate 3's patch 7 mod manager, and this is at release, so there's obviously a lot more to come, but there's a lot of really great ones here, such as the increasing party limit mod. So this will also be coming to console. I'll also give my thoughts on whether these will come to console or not, but this one we can increase our party limit by using spells, and it's pretty cool because we can go ahead here, increase the party limit, and then you apply the party limit here, which will allow us to recruit 5 people now. So it does have little tool tips to help guide you through it, so it does take a moment for the party limits to be applied, so it does incapacitate you there, but then your party limit will have changed. I do prefer this on PC using the script extender as it's a little bit easier, but another mod that I want to showcase is the extra hair mods here. So I'll be going in through the mod manager and showing off everything I got there. This is Orin's hair there, and I have it mixed with a bangs, so you can customize. I have 3 different hair pieces going on here, as well as the dyes that I got going on. So I'll show you what the hair looks like first, and then a bit of the cosmetic dyes, because these mods are pretty lightweight. You can just apply them, and it makes the Baldur's Gate 3 experience a whole lot more fun. So I really enjoy going with these mods. So you can see here we got a lot of different hairstyles going on. So with this, what it does is it adds chins, like the Dragonborn chins, so you can get different hairstyles here. So you can see there's all sorts of different things you can add. This is it without the little gold on the end, so this has a little piece from Orin's hair. There's a ton of different ones here. It's really well done what's you're capable of doing with this mod. So I'm a big fan of this one here. So there's the back side of things, and then we can change the bangs as well. So there's a whole bunch of different options here to give you a lot of customization and creativity with giving yourself the perfect hairstyle in Baldur's Gate 3. I like this one just because of the hairstyle I did choose. I'm also using modded hair colors. So you can see here P4, this is one of the mod creators. They have a ton of different ones here, giving us lots of different options for hair colors. So this is a lot of fun because, you know, if you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, you want to have customization over every aspect that you can possibly have. So I also have dye mods on this armor here, which I'll get into as well. But yeah, I'm super impressed with the hair mods that are in this game. I'll show off what this looks like in the Nexus mod, or in the mod manager itself. I'm not used to having to move around with click. I'm hoping my WSD and camera tweaks mods will be fixed soon so I can get up close with the characters. But the mods also have a ton of different dyes. So I got a few different ones, the P4 dyes and Faerun colors. So this gives us total freedom over what our characters will look like. So you can go ahead here and use a whole slew of different dyes here to really mix and match to make your armor feel the way that you want it to feel. So this is, again, just using cosmetic armor here, but you can see there's a whole bunch of different options for that. And then getting into the armor side of things, if we go with something that's pretty cool to adjust, like the armor of agility here, you got some really nice armor patterns there, so that looks phenomenal. And yeah, I prefer to go with some of these here, some of the cosmetics, but I'll be going over some of the different items for cosmetics a bit later on. But another one that I really enjoy is the I'm not proficient in this armor. I gotta switch this off. I got a pretty fun spell here that I'm a fan of. So this here is the Vicious Mockery, Mild Mockery. So you can use this against your teammates or use against anyone. It's fun. I love Vicious Mockery. Probably my favorite cantrip in the game, other than Elder's Blast. And you can just use all these different dialogue options at will. It's fun. You can send an elf to sleep. So yeah, with this we can also add more party members, so we can just go ahead and talk. So we saw there we have now 5 party members. So really easy to go through with this, and then there's just that little drag bar so you can go between your party members there. Really well done. I think that they've made this easy to use. The other mods that I've used that increase party limits were pretty straightforward, but this will have bugs. So it has fixes that when you go to the Grim Forge, typically if you have more than 4 players, you get a soft lock or a hard lock there and you can't progress. And there's a few other instances where this mod actually fixes all of that. So I guess I'll go back to the main menu and show you guys what the mod manager itself looks like, because I have a bunch of different ones loaded in there, and then I'll show you my other save file where I have some other things that are loaded up. It's really interesting. I'll show you my Gale Origin run because I have some cosmetic mods there. Now, cosmetics are kind of split into a few different ways. The one that I'm using is all cosmetics that are in the base game. So if we go into my installed ones here, so that's the dyes that you were looking at. Really well done mod, and you can go into further details here when you're looking at it. So there's that. Simple hairstyles adds some different hairstyles that are a bit more basic than the ones we usually are using that are pre-installed. This one already has an update, so improved UI, we can just literally go ahead and update that. The imp UI is really nice. I like that mod. Faces of Faerun gives us different faces from people that are in the crowds at Baldur's Gate 3. So this one, a lot of these will likely come to console because they're not too difficult to manage. Better hotbar too. That's how you were able to get that really small hotbar that fits alongside the bottom of the screen a whole lot better. Better dyeing allows us to use dyes without using them up. Faerun colors is, again, those dyes that are showing off that you get some really, really good looking dyes there. Bangs everywhere. So this gives us the options to add in bangs, and there's one for the back side of the hair as well. This gives us more hair options and color options as well. Carry extra weight. This allows us to carry unlimited amounts of items. Fantastic. Underdark dice, this is the dice that I'm using. It looks really cool. There's a ton of different dice skins I'll show you guys. Citizen's outfit. So I have these on my Gale Origin run, and there's two sets. So you can get ones that are clothing options, and you can get ones that are armor. So you can wear these. The armors are like okay, like a few armor class. Early game, you can just use these, and they look really nice. These are from NPCs in the city, so it's all going to be on console as well because it's already used assets. Containers extended just gives us usefulness with stacking up our containers to make things a little bit more easy to control our items. P4 hair colors, more hair color options. This gives us more face tattoos and makeup as well. Minor fixes for the mod manager. I have two different mods here that will fix the mod manager and makes it a little bit easier to use. So there's mods for the mods. I use the mod to use the mods. Underwear of Rituals is cool. This is just an underwear set, so you can equip it to really anyone, and you'll get Speak with the Dead, Speak with Animals, Detect Thoughts, and Disguise Self. There's the hair extensions. So this gives us a bunch of different options to further enhance the amount of hair options. As you saw there, I got orange hair going on there. Eye colors gives us a lot of really cool eye colors. I should have showed you guys that. My character had distinct eyes. If you rewind it, you'll see that. Mild mockery is that vicious mockery that doesn't insult or doesn't cause any aggro. I have the Mystic class, so there's not many classes yet, but this is one that's from the Unearthed Arcana to Baldur's Gate 3. Mana Flare, so this gives us the option. I'll show you guys a little bit more in detail. This one looks really cool, so you can get different weapons that you make your weapons look like just magic. So a lot of versatility here. You can make it look like you're throwing up on enemies or fireball, lightning, electricity. You name it, it's got it all on here, so that's another cool one. And the adjustable party size one, which you do have to uninstall if you want to stop using it, but pretty straightforward. Now, as far as the mod manager itself goes, there's a ton of cool ones. Like you can even see here, using Charisma modifier for your wizard spells, Charisma for Eldritch Knights, Wisdom for Eldritch Knights, Charisma for Clerics. So even just simple mods that changes the ability score modifier of your class, as well as changing it so you can get a feat at every level. There's some different subclasses that are starting to come out, like the Nightingale Rogue. So this is one of the first ones that has been released. Pretty cool, and definitely looking forward to seeing some more of them. The dice, I really like the different dice that we can get here. Super interesting. The amount of customization options that we got is pretty much unstoppable here. Some even just change the names of characters, so like Mama K instead of Karlach. Minithara will change Minthara into a gnome. Not so many subclasses yet, but you know, it's just came out yesterday. There's not going to be a whole lot. So in terms of the UI, there's a bunch of different options for UI here, so you can get a bunch of different things there and visual effects. Some are just minor, like the Arcane Acuity and Battlemaster Precision Fight. They changed the animations of those to be less in your face. Dyes, there's a good amount here so far. Like just between these two, I've used the Faerun colors and P4 custom dyes. But again, there's more to come. Now, Tiefling glowing eyes is pretty cool, giving the Tieflings their glowing eyes without having to do it by switching their eyes around. Eye makeup, face paint, there's nothing yet, but again, there's going to be a whole lot more. You can see here, there's a ton of different options, so I'll go now and show you what it looks like in my Gale playthrough, because I have some different mods that are running in that there. So some of them are downgrading. Downgrading is optional, so it's interesting. Sometimes the mod load order will be a little bit out of whack, and I've gotten some questions about the mod load order. So you don't have to set load order; it'll automatically handle it itself. So that's another really nice thing about the mod managers, is managing all of that for you. You can also use your mods from Nexus Mods or Mod.io. Mod.io will actually integrate into the Baldur's Gate 3 mod manager, so you can get everything all combined into one place, which I think is a really nice change. So that's going to be useful. Now, one thing that I'm really excited for is more races, more classes, more spells, and more weapons, which will be coming. We got the adjustable party limit here, so it just gives instructions on how to do it. But you can see here, we got some cool looking outfits on the squad here. So Gale's got like a university professor cloak on. I got this fancy one on Will, and then Astarion has this even fancier one, and these are all using the exclusive dyes. So this is from that clothing mod that I showed off there earlier. Long coat here gives them +1 to dexterity saving throws. So see, they do have some benefits, but they're not crazy. Like, this does give a nice 15 armor class there, and yeah, it's a little bit better than what normally you'd have, but suit code B, suit code A. So if we go around, and I guess we'll just go to a merchant here, you can see what I mean by it's easy to get. So typically the items that you get from mods will typically be in your chest at camp, or they'll be at a vendor. So in this case, we got the citizen's backpack here, so you go into this. The blue ones are the armor, and then the green ones are the camp clothing. So you can show your camp clothing, or you can show the armor. Pretty straightforward in how it works. So it's pretty cool. This is the returning boots, so some of them do change the items around a bit, and yeah, you can literally just buy these and then put them on, and you can either have them, you can see there what Gale's outfit looks like, so you can have that in dialogue there. I think that these look incredible. Like, these are already in the game again, so people that are playing in playing on console, especially PS5, you'll be able to get all of these because they're already assets that are in the game, and they look great on the characters. So I'm a big fan of these. Like, Gale looks pretty tough in that. So yeah, super excited to get to use further mods in this game. But as for now, that's really what we got for mods. There's gonna be more to come. Obviously, there's not a whole lot at launch, as people are working to make the mods work again. I'm excited to get my favorites like the camera tweaks and WASD movement mods back, and luckily my script extender still works, so I won't have to reinstall that, but I do have a guide on that if you're looking for it. So there it is. There are some of the best mods at release in the Baldur's Gate 3 Patch 7 mod manager. If you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.